sentences of 37 to 40 federal death row inmates to life in prison without the chance of parole.
And that includes Philadelphia's Kaboni Savage, who was on death row for 12 murders, including ordering a firebombing that killed 2 adults and 4 children. Correspondent Erica Brown has more on today's presidential announcement.
President Joe Biden is giving a reprieve to most federal death row inmates, commuting their sentences to life in prison without the chance of parole. The president said he condemns these murderers and grieves for the victims of their despicable acts. But he added he's more convinced than ever that we must stop the use of the death penalty at the federal level. The president has long opposed the death penalty and paused federal executions in 2021.
The president felt it was so important that it was a part of his discussion with the Attorney General when he interviewed him and talked to him about the job.
The president also cited the next administration as a reason for moving forward with the commutations. President-elect Donald Trump has been an ardent supporter.
What's up, gang, and welcome back to another episode of 99 Flames. Today, we're talking about Kaboni Savage. Let's get into it. Savage, a former student of Frankfort High School, began boxing at the Front Street Gym in North Philadelphia. He had one professional boxing fight, which he won. Savage's father died of cancer when he was 13 years old. Savage began his operations as a drug dealer in Huntington Park and became a high-level dealer. According to federal authorities, Savage from 1998 to 2024 distributed hundreds of kilos of cocaine in the Philadelphia area. Authorities accused Savage of personally killing a stranger, Kenneth Lesnar, after Lesnar's car bumped into Savage's while the two were trying to park their respective cars. Savage was acquitted of Lester's murder after the lead witness in the case, Tybus Ted Flowers, was also murdered. Savage is suspected of ordering Flowers' murder. Savage ordered the deaths of others, including that of Carlton Brown, a drug dealer and competitor of Savage, who was shot by hitman Lamont Lewis in 2001. Savage was also ordered 5 other deaths of adult men. Engaged in multiple attempts and intimidation while held at the federal detention center, threatening to kill children of those who testified against him. Less than 1 week after he was acquitted in Lester's case, Savage was arrested and accused of headlining a drug trafficking network. He was convicted of 14 of 16 charges and received a 30-year sentence. Savage was convicted of multiple charges, including money laundering, witness intimidation, drug offenses. Savage was in prison in a federal facility near Florence, Colorado. So that's ADC. You ain't getting out of that, John. You ain't getting out of that. Let's get into pretty much how he got in trouble. Eugene Twin Coleman, who was previously working with Savage, was arrested and put in federal custody on October the 8th, 2024, and agreed to testify against Savage in a drug trial. In March 2023, Coleman murdered his friend, 26-year-old Tyrone Tolliver of Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Federal agents encouraged Coleman's 54-year-old mother, Marcella Coleman, a prison guard at CFCF, to move to a new house, believing she could defend herself. She refused. Savage was convicted party due to Coleman's testimony, so he got basically convicted off that testimony. In return, Savage ordered Marcella's Coleman house in North Philly to be burnt down. At the time, Savage was in custody at the Philadelphia Federal Detention Center. At about 5 a.m. on October the 9th, 2024, the row home was firebombed. The fire originated in the living room on the first floor, traveled quickly, and was extinguished in about 20 minutes. There was no survivors. It was the deadliest mass murder in Philadelphia since the Lex Street murders in 2000, including the deaths toll were Coleman, Eugene's 15-month-old son, Demare Jenkins, 3 other youths related to Coleman, 10-year-old Najee Nash, 12-year-old Tajay Porsche, 15-year-old Sean Rodriguez, and 34-year-old Tamika Nash. Coleman's cousin and mother, Khadijah Nash, the family dog, a pit bull, they all perished. I remember this like it was yesterday, man. This was the most savage homicide I ever seen in my life, and I felt bad for that family, man. It's kind of crazy. We're gonna get into the news clips on what we can get from this story.
Bye.